When you take your pet to the veterinarian, you expect them to give the best possible care. But one Texas vet is accused of telling a family their pet had to be put down, then keeping that dog alive in his office to be used for blood transfusions. KXAN's Ignacio Garcia takes us inside a hearing in downtown Austin today, where the vet had to answer those disturbing allegations.
The last week has been very difficult, listening to tales, and yes, I will call them tales, of a vampire running a shop of horrors.
Dr. Lou Tears' attorney says labels against his client are unfair, even though Tears admitted to using a dog in blood transfusions against its owner's wishes.
Perhaps he allowed his commitment and his moral commitment and ethical duties to his patients to sometimes override that ethical duty to his clients.
Dr. Tears says he's a dedicated veterinarian, working up to 20 hours a day. He claims keeping one dog alive to do a blood transfusion was necessary to save another.
We took 192 cc's of blood from him, and we transfused Baron, and he survived.
Supporters of Dr. Tears travel to Austin to stand by him.
He is the most compassionate, most dedicated veterinarian, hands down, and he deserves to continue to take care of my animals.
Despite admitting to wrongdoing, Dr. Tears pleaded to the board for a second chance.
I can change. I'm asking for the opportunity to remain a veterinarian.
Board members will ultimately decide what, if any, disciplinary action Dr. Tears will face. Ignacio Garcia, KXAN News.
KXAS TV in Fort Worth reports Dr. Tears also faces a $1 million lawsuit. It was filed by one of the families whose dog was used for blood transfusions.
Using animals that live in veterinary offices for transfusions is not uncommon. To give you some perspective, we reached out to one Austin veterinarian who tells us veterinary clinics in Austin can reach out to 2 blood banks in town if they need transfusions. There, blood can be taken from employees' pets after they've been tested for diseases. You may have noticed dogs and cats also live at some veterinarians' offices, and there's no law against that. But unless it's a veterinary trauma center, the need for transfusions is fairly rare. And we checked, and veterinarians are required to undergo a criminal background check before being licensed by the Texas Board of Veterinary Medical Examiners. You can verify your vet's license is in good standing and if he or she has ever faced any disciplinary action by going to this story on our website at kxan.com.